Hello, thank you for tuning into From Darkness to Light. My name is Shawnee and I will be your host. If you're a Libra involved with a Pisces or a Pisces involved with a Libra, this reading can be for you. This reading can be about family members, friends, lovers, and or others. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Libra, Pisces. Let's see what you got going on. Okay, so we have running away. So somebody don't want to face the music, okay? Somebody is trying to avoid a situation or trying to get away from something, someone, someplace, okay? There's gossiping going on. Authorities may be involved. Somebody's insecurities may be getting the best of them here in this situation. Let's see what's going on here with your Libra, Pisces. I feel like somebody is trying to get away from something here. Responsibility, accountability. Okay, Libra, King of Swords, male or female. There go your energy coming out here. Came out attached with the Seven of Pentacles. So somebody's got some planning going on here. Somebody's been doing some planning. Okay, with the Seven of Pentacles. Could be reaping what they sow as well. Magician at the bottom. Eight of Swords, Ace of Swords. Somebody might be trying to make sense of the situation. Okay. Somebody here is definitely wounded, Libra. You got Pisces energy at the top of the deck with the Queen of Cups, Nine of Wands, King of Cups here. Okay, this could be a family situation. Doesn't have to be. You got two pairs up here, a pair up here, King and Queen of Cups. Keep in mind this is male and or female. So let's see, because it feels like somebody here is reaping what they sow, trying to get away from taking accountability for their actions, for the part that they played in the situation. Eight of Wands, but it came out sideways, so somebody here don't know what to say. Yeah, it looks like somebody's contemplating here too. Somebody here don't know what to say regarding this situation because I feel like somebody here hurt somebody that they love, care about. Something here was done or something here was said in a situation here, Libra, Pisces. And I feel like somebody is trying to run away from the situation instead of facing judgment, accountability here. Okay. Could be a mother and father involved here. Let's see what else comes out for you, Libra, Pisces. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands with the Two of Cups, okay? So someone here is trying to renew this connection, okay? Not necessarily a relationship or partnership of intimacy, but for some of you it may be. Someone wants to renew this connection, but they want to do it without addressing the elephant in the room, without addressing what happened. And somebody here is still hurting from the situation. So I feel like what it is that there was a disagreement. There's some tension between you and another, and this feels like family matters. It really does. Mother, father could be involved. Sibling energy could be involved here in this situation. Okay, so Ace of Wands, you have somebody here that wants to start fresh. Okay. But it's some type of truth here that needs to be exposed. It's something here that needs to be addressed before this can take off and become something better than what it was in the past. Okay, someone needs to grow from the situation. Basically, there's lessons to be learned regarding this situation. Okay, but someone does not want to face it. Now, the person that doesn't want to face it, more than likely, that is the person that was wrong. That is the person that's feeling guilty regarding the situation. But I also feel like somebody here knows the truth. Someone here knows the truth. Knight of Swords. Somebody needs to speak their mind, come in and set the record straight regarding the situation with the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and you got the Hierophant at the top. I feel like it's definitely a family matter for a lot of you, okay, regarding this situation. Okay, somebody that you love, somebody just doesn't want to address what happened. So to make it less confusing for you Libra, Pisces, something went on here. Somebody could have been blamed for something, or whatever. Somebody could have done something, whatever. Something happened here in this situation, okay? I feel like some time may have passed. Some truth may have been known or spoken regarding this situation, but it was never addressed. That's what I feel like. I feel like it was never addressed regarding what actually happened in this situation. And someone doesn't really tend to or want to address the situation. Instead, they just want to pick up where they left off and make things back the way they used to be or better, but without addressing the situation. That is not going to work because somebody here is still hurt. That's not going to work. Whatever this wasn't minor. Okay, it wasn't minor. It wasn't something. It's not that it wasn't something that can be or couldn't be forgiven so easily. It's just that it's something that in order to forgive, learn, grow from the situation, there has to be closure. There was no closure regarding this situation because someone here never addressed it. Somebody here didn't want to talk about it. Communication is key. So with this energy coming out the way that it's coming out here for you, Pisces, Libra, I feel like somebody here is missing someone. Somebody here is missing the connection. You got the Two of Cups here. They're missing the connection. They want to start over. They want to start fresh. Cool. I love that energy. But you can't be a coward. You can't be a coward. If you played a part in the situation, which the Seven of Pentacles says that you did, you participated. You invested in this situation. If you played a part in a situation or even a decision where someone you loved was hurt, and you know that it's not their fault, or they didn't do anything, or things weren't what they seemed, then it's up to you to address that. You can't just move forward in this situation with these open wounds. There's no closure here. There's no closure here. So somebody is running, trying not to face uh the music in the situation. But again, Libra, Pisces, that's the coward way of doing things. Ignoring what happened. Especially if you know you played a part in the situation and the part you played made you the wrongdoer, made you the villain in some type of way or another. Yeah, you gotta confront this. Somebody is not trying to face it. And that's what it is. Somebody is not trying to face it. So you have somebody who they may be trying to come back in and make nice and make like things or something here never happened or whatever, not trying to address or face the situation. That is up to you as to how you want to handle that. But one thing I know for sure, where there's situations where there is open wounds and there's no closure, them things don't work last because it's all a facade. You're going to pretend like you're not bothered by this anymore. This other person is going to pretend like it didn't happen. And that just builds up. That just builds up and turns into something unhealthy later. For you, for the relationship, for the person, for the connection. It's just, no. It needs to be addressed. The choice is yours. However you decide to handle it is how you decide to handle it. but it needs to be addressed, okay, before you can move forward from this, before you can grow from this situation. You have somebody here that this is more like somebody that tries to avoid confrontation. Cool, I get it. I get it. I get it. But avoid confrontation when you're not the one at fault. That's what I say about that. Avoid confrontation when you're not the one at fault. When you're the one at fault, say and do what needs to be done, because bottom line is karma is a B. This same person will be vexed about somebody doing something to them and never apologizing. This same person. But you can act the same way towards someone else and avoid apologizing to them. Now, when it comes back to you, don't act like you don't know why it's not happening. Don't pretend not to know. Do not pretend that you didn't deserve the verdict, the result of the situation, because you did. Somebody here has an opportunity to fix the situation. You want this back because the Ace of Wands is here. You want this back. Somebody here is missing this connection, but they rather avoid talking about or saying what needs to be said to get it back on track in a better direction than it was before. It doesn't work like that. Let's see what your oracle has to say here. Libra, Pisces. Intuition, you know. That's that inner knowing, that intuition. That's that inner knowing, you know. Use your intuition, and some of you, you're intuitive. Trust your instincts. You have a clear vision of things to come and you are being guided. Continue to use that sense of future to direct your current path. Unfold your spiritual acumen and be open to needed changes. Again, be open to needed changes. You are in the right direction. So I feel like your intuition is talking to you. Spirit is talking to you, telling you, go ahead and do what needs to be done about this situation. Say what needs to be said, do what needs to be done, whatever the case may be. Your intuition is pulling at you, that gut feeling, because something, how to say, basically, I'm going to just come out, people. If you don't, you will not like what comes after, okay? With these things, you're given a certain amount of time. If you do not do what needs to be done, you will not like what comes after. And that tends to be what happens when people are not listening to their intuition. If your intuition, your spirit is guiding you to make something happen, to do something, you choose to ignore it, you choose to turn your back on it. How many times does things turn out right? I'll leave that answer for yourself. Like, how many times do things turn out right when you ignore your intuition, your gut feelings? Let's get another one out here for you, Libra, Pisces. We have two. The moon is coming out here. Basically, things are not what they seem. Basically, somebody's hiding something. Things are not what they seem with the moon card coming out here. You are wandering between a jubilant world of fantasy and reality. All is not as it seems. Enjoy the sensuality and sensitivity that the current energy brings, yet the heightened emotions may not be stable, so avoid making big decisions at this time. Came out with new journey. This is about another direction, a new path, a new way. Okay? New journey. You have known of this new venture for some time and you have prepared well for it. So basically, Spirit is telling you that you've known what you have to do regarding this situation for a while. You've already known. And you've been preparing yourself forward. You've been preparing yourself to take the action, to preparing yourself for this situation. Don't freeze up. Now that the opportunity is here to dress it, face it, don't freeze up. You have known of this venture for some time and you have prepared well for it. Resonate with your calling and move forward without looking back. Your courage and determination will be celebrated. Basically, embrace it. Basically, something good is going to come out the situation if you handle it the right way. That's all it is to it. Yeah, bright future at the bottom of the deck. Bright future at the bottom of the deck. You handle the situation the way you're supposed to handle it, something good is going to come from it. Ignore your intuition. Ignore them gut feelings. And there are consequences behind that, Libra, Pisces. That's what I have for you, and I hope it helped. See you next time.